This rising fam, today I wanted to talk to you about those three things because there's no such thing as reinventing the wheel, fam. I want to say that because everybody want to be that last one, because being a CEO, fam, it even look attractive. Like, man, they wear nice things, they got that title CEO, and you want to get to that standpoint, but we can't reinvent the wheel, fam. We have to start from the beginning, learning the skill set. Majority of entrepreneurs, that next step, they got something that they very good at, fam, that they're working. If it's some writing, some media, some type of form of music or engineering or producing, some type of hustle, some type of skill they get that's going to help them be able to transcend from just a worker to an entrepreneur. Now, when you are a welder, fam, like I love saying welding because this is something that isn't talked about in our Black, Native, African American communities inside the household. We don't talk about welding that much. Like we talk about a lot of other trades, but when it comes to welding, we're not really familiar with a lot of the terms, how to get into it. It seems real difficult to us. We'll rather do something else, or you be in certain areas where the education level for welding is so low, you're like, I don't know if I want that. They ain't making no money over there. But there is a lot of money in welding. Now, I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas. So for those who are wanting to be welders here, you can actually be a welder, get certified within 8 to 16 weeks to start making the money you need so that way you can finance your next career in a year or two or 5 or 10. So I like to say when you're coming into a new career, you have to make an investment. You have to make an investment with your time. So it's like going through grade school. Everybody got to go through grade school. And by the time you make it out, then you got college and you got other different schooling that you can get to add to that. But we can't change the process. So for those who want to go from a welder to an engineer, welder to an entrepreneur, like I am, there's a stage, fam. You got to put the time in. Like literally, you have to um, work different companies. You have to experience the field as a welder as a whole. To me, to really get uh, your niche of it as far as to become a business operator or to start some type of business venture with it, you have to get more experience. So I am a welder. I literally weld. I'm certified. I'm 6G certified, and I'm also 3G bridge certified, D1.5, and then I'm also flux core 1 inch certified uphill and overhead. So I maintain my certs as a welder because that's what helps fuel me and finance me as an entrepreneur. So in order for me to do that, I had to put the time in, fam. So I can't go back and say how valuable it is to put the time in. Don't get sidetracked and think that you're not going to put in the time to get yourself to that next level. I love to tell the students, those who come down and put in the time, they always reap the benefits. I got one student right now who's already working the night shift. And he sent me a video of his first weld. Salute, salute. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate the love. He sent me a video of his first weld. Very encouraged. He sent me a text just to let me know he was a little emotional about the opportunity he just got. And now he's ready to build. So we can't stop, family. We can't reinvent the wheel, so to speak, fam. If it's already rolling, we just got to keep it rolling, fam. So I wanted to say today that if you're going to transcend from a welder to an entrepreneur to a CEO or whatever it is that you're mastering, carpentry, plumbing, HVAC, whatever it is that you're mastering, electrical, you need to get that down, fam. You cannot reinvent the wheel. Hold up, fam. I be having a problem with this light going off. I don't know why it did that. Out of all the time sitting here doing this video, right now, the light just gonna cut off. And y'all see me sitting here, but this motion sensor just kicks it off for some reason. I don't know why. And then my phone started acting funny, wanted to die. So we're gonna get some get my charges out real quick. Thanks for checking in, fam. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Um, like I say, I apologize for the delay. I've been trying to kill seven birds in one stone, and I didn't even realize that my phone was about to die. But I wanted to come to and talk to y'all in real time on this subject because I had a few people ask me about how to transcend. So I just want to say that you have to learn the trade, fam. You have to learn the trade. So put your time in on whatever you're doing, and if you're a welder, you're gonna have to learn all aspects of it. I was in a meeting Wednesday, and one thing that was highlighted, family, that I want to bring up to y'all that the vice president fabrication was telling me. He said, I like the fact that you have all that experience in the shop, and then you have the same equal experience in the field. He said that makes you more of an asset because you are familiar with those elements, like lived in them, worked in them. And then you also are familiar with those elements. So I can understand and be, uh, I can have sympathy and empathy for both parties. I understand both concerns. I understand that if you take a shop welder and you place him in the field, he probably get uncomfortable for a while because he's not in a controlled environment. It ain't fixed. It ain't got jigs. He's like, oh man, it ain't perfect. But when you're in the field, it's a little different. You got a little bit more latency. You got to get it and go. So you have more of a, it's a just different work ethics. But he was highlighting how me having both of those makes me an asset. And honestly, fam, once you are gaining all of this information on these different jobs, like I used to complain being a welder, because when you're a welder, sometimes you're gonna get in a situation where you're in the shop where you'll be doing something different than welding, laying out, fitting, cutting parts, sweeping the floor. Even if you're a welder, ain't nothing else going on today. All day you cleaning up the shop. And people are like, man, I get paid to weld. You might not weld all the time, fam. That's just realistic. So keep that approach of learning and wanting to know more and more, because me being hungry and wanting to learn more and more, it has blessed me up to this point, fam. Like right now in my life, I'm 44 years old, and I am so thankful for all those jobs that I did that I really didn't like, but I learned so much. Like I learned work ethics. I learned how to troubleshoot. I learned how to uh, repair. So it's certain things that you get from experience, family, that is priceless to you evolving to the next stage, becoming an entrepreneur. You know, some things with like the entrepreneurship is in some of us, like from birth. It's just in you. You always been a hustler, always been a go-getter, always thinking outside the box. Now you just needed something solid to build off of. I chose welding. Everybody got a different path, but you can take that one career, that one job, that one skill, and turn into anything you wanted to. But you got to start somewhere. So for those who are trying to do that, my best advice is to master the trade. Growing up, family, they used to have a saying that said, I am a master of, it said, I am a jack of all trades and a master of none. Now, I used to say it all the time, fam, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not wise, fam, if you think about it. Like, you wanna master something and then jack everything else. Like, master the trade, master how to critique something in a specific field. And then you can jack other things. Like, I'm a welder, like I'm a good welder, fabricator, fitter, but I'm also can be a carpenter. I also can be a plumber. I learned different things to both. Now, I'm not certified like them, but I can go in and do certain jobs. I learned how to do that from working on my own and working under other people that's certified under that. So, I think that once you get your skill set, down, it's going to be easy to transfer it over for those who want to transfer it over. I think that we should operate threefold. You know, we are threefold beings. We are mind, body, and spirit, or mind, body, and soul, or however you want to say it. So I think we should operate like that as well. You see, I said a welder, an entrepreneur, a CEO. I like to operate the same way. I feel like I'm threefold. So you can do all three. You know what I mean? So you can have a passion to say, I like to work doing what I do, my career. I enjoy being a part of a bigger entity, a bigger team that can help me really reach my goal faster. And then I like to have my own thing. I like to have my own money, my own thing that I control, you know. And then I got something where I got it set up where, you know, like I say, when you being a CEO, you got a group of people and you just organizing. You organizing, making sure everybody eating, but the team, the body itself is like an engine. It's gonna run. You just sitting here with the head vision. You got the CEO, just the head visionary that gets things going, but it's the body that makes things happen. You know, it's kind of like the old scripture I remember reading that says, the eye can't tell the hand, I don't need you no more. I'm good now, I don't need you. We all need one another in this pyramid, in this life. So I have learned that the more you learn, the more you realize that each, the work, the career, the entrepreneurship, the side hustle, the business, it all co-entwines. But you have to learn the difference between the three. There is a big difference, fam. It's a big difference. So I know a lot of people who say they're entrepreneurs, but they're really just self-employed. So self-employed and the entrepreneur isn't the same thing, fam. It's like you're growing towards that. You you're coming from, like, I don't want, you know how you got people say, oh, I don't want to work for nobody. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I think you can kill several birds with one stone. But if you just want to say, oh, I just don't want to work for nobody, I want to get up at 10 o'clock, I want to, you know, whatever, set your own schedule, you still got to put in the time. So you have to learn how to govern yourself. You know what I mean? And a lot of people need someone to tell them, hey, man, be here at 8. 5 minutes after, man, we're going to have to write you up. Some people need that to ensure that they get off their butt and make it happen. But some of us, we going to be here 5, 10 minutes till anyway. You know what I mean? So when it's in you, family, you know, like we like to say in the streets, if it's in you, it's not on you. Some people just got it on them like clothes, but when it's in you, it's in you. You know what I mean? So I can most definitely say that everything I have experienced up to this point is in me. I experienced it. I went through it. So it's easy for me to really help teach someone in different aspects. And today I just wanted to highlight that I am a welder, an entrepreneur, and a CEO, but I enjoy each position. And now my goal is to maintain all of them. Like, I'm gonna always be that. Like, even when I'm older, I'm always gonna do it. If I'm not doing it all the time, I'll still be doing it. So I think that we have to find something of a balance. But then you have to know the difference between the two, because I know that what I am a CEO over, I can be here in Little Rock, but I'm a CEO in Atlanta, and I can be here and work every day, and I got a company that's running that doesn't have to have me pushing buttons. You see, so you learn that, and then as an entrepreneur, once you get things going, it's like you investing in companies and putting your money places where you don't have to work hard. Now, as a career, you choose to do certain things. Like, I choose to have a career because I'm still building this. Like I say, I would rather, like, if you're 100% owner of nothing, but say you can give 50% of that up and then you become a millionaire, which one would you do? You can be say, hey, man, I'm a partner with someone that's bigger and go further. You know what I mean? So I think when you have a good career, it can last for a lifetime. I know different CEOs literally that have jobs, and it says it makes them accountable, it keeps them humble, but their job isn't like a burden. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like something they would do any day, any time, any hour, and it makes it easy for them to stay humble, stay accountable, and just keep things going. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. Make sure I lock that comment in. Honestly, welders all make different. Now, I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, and they have welders here that I have spoken with. I know welders who have made on the low end 30s. I know welders who have made 40s. I know welders who have made 60s, and I got some that's 100 grand a year, like here in Little Rock. You know what I mean? So it all depends on what you're doing and how many years of experience and how you have mastered that whatever you're doing. So, like I say, I know different welders that have been doing it forever that making good money, fam. So it all depends on what you're doing. Now here, they have we have flux core welding, we have stick welding, you got some TIG welding, some MIGs. It's pretty much a lot going on here in Little Rock. But the most, I would say, um, people want to get into it. The most easiest way I would say to run up a bag, because someone asked me that in Atlanta, that I was asked a question by a podcast owner. He said, so what's the quickest way to run up a bag in welding? And I'm gonna be honest with you, family. The quickest way to run up a bag in welding is traveling. Once you get the skills, be willing to travel. Now they have many companies here that travel. They have a company here, Lexicon. Lexicon hires their traveling welders. Start out, if you pass the test, I think it start off at $30 an hour, with per diem, 100 and something a day, and then they got other benefits to go with that, and that's their traveling crew. So if you're a stick welder, uphill overhead, or flux core, uphill overhead, they have different positions for traveling. Now you're gonna make more money traveling than you would at a 40-hour, 50-hour, 60-hour week job if you're just going home. Now that's realistic because you get paid the per diem. You're on the road, you're in the elements, so you get paid a little bit more for your time and your risk factor, being outside. So you can make a lot of money. Now, if you just want to go home every night and you want to just, you still can make, still can make six figures. You know what I mean? You can make 60 grand easy and go home every night and working 5 to 10 hours a week extra. Just say 10 hours a week extra overtime. You can make that type of money in 1 year. But see, the goal is a lot of times we make more money and we spend the money as we make it. So you never see it because I just got to get this new car. Man, I got to get this new house. Man, I got to get these new shoes. Man, we find so much stuff to do, fam. And we have to learn being entrepreneurs. See, we know that, hey, I'm using this money to invest in being a CEO. You see what I'm saying? You taking money from the job, your career, influencing your entrepreneurship to become that CEO. It's a process though, fam. It's a process. Now I teach it in my course. So that's coming soon in Atlanta. We're going to be teaching people how to be coaches, how to start their businesses for those who want to do that. Because some people come into welding and they want that, they have that entrepreneur approach off the top, and they can do further with it. And some come in just want to get a job, and then later they turn that job into a career, and vice versa. Salute, salute. I appreciate you. Thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate the love. Keep liking and sharing the channel for me. Yes, underwater welders do make crazy money, and it's ironic that you said that because my mom, when she first introduced me to welding, that's the first thing she said. Hey, them welders make $100 an hour, and they was talking about the underwater welders and other pipe welders and things like that. And she was like, wow, she was telling me how much money they made, and literally the underwater welding was one. Now, I just want to say that learning how to do underwater welding is just learning how to use the rods and diving and that practice of going in and outside of those specialty units that they have, because you can't come out the water too fast. There's certain things you have to learn about diving and things like that. But if you are a great stick welder on land, you can do it in the water, just you learning the techniques. Now, me personally, I don't want to do it. I don't knock it. I see it, think it's cool, but I don't want to do it. I have hung from buildings. I think doing a 0 to a 22 story, a single to a 22 story building is dope. I like that, building that, and then also doing piping. But the piping, to me, it was more piping skills, but I love to do more things with the structural. I just like fabrication. I like fabrication. I like fabricating, building, and fitting things. I think you make a lot of money once you learn how to read that tape measure. And let me say that again. Learn that tape measure, family, for those who are diving into being a welder. Don't just be a welder. Let that be an understatement. Be everything and that. A welder, fabricator, fitter. Learn the weld symbols, blueprint reading, the tape measure. All of those things are going to be vital to you really building some wealth. Like literally, you're going to get paid more as you learn the process of just basic shop drawings and weld symbols. That's going to change the game for you, fam. So I just want to keep you in the loop because those are things that's really going to change the game, fam, when it comes to welding, being an entrepreneur and a CEO. Salute, fam. Let me make sure I lock these in. Thanks for checking in. Like I say, today I just wanted to talk about that because there is a process and you can do both. So don't think you can have a job, still be an entrepreneur and a CEO, because you can. But the goal is you're going to eliminate something. All along the way, you can still have three things going, but you won't be an employee no more, even though you can say, oh, I still will. You see what I'm saying? So you transcend the different stages, but it's all based on the individual. You have to start somewhere. So as of now, family, I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas. Today, I'm graduating my last class at the Goodwill G-Tech Academy, so I'm excited. This is my 5th graduation. I got like 7 students graduating. Everybody came in. Everybody came in with a different approach. And at the end, some people got it more than others. But I can say this though, sometimes people catch it and start waking up close to the end, and you still, and that's okay, because we all wake up at different times. All I'm gonna say is whatever you choose to do with your time, with your life, put your all into it. I want to say that because life consists of time, fam, and once our time is up, our life expires. So if you're gonna decide to be something, be all you can be. You know what I mean? Show up, show out. That way you can get the true benefit, the true fruit from what you are doing, other than letting that process expire and then you wishing you would have took advantage of it. So if you want to be a welder, entrepreneur, CEO, it is possible. I can teach you, you know what I mean? That's one thing that I love doing. That's why I say this channel is more than just welding. It's about entrepreneurship, because some people want to take it to a different level. But we got to start with the basics, teaching you how to weld, fam. So appreciate everybody from checking in. Y'all be blessed, continues to prosper. And I'll be coming again soon today, showing y'all the graduation. I'm excited. I got some family down here. I just wanted to say, I'm just excited, fam. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what's about to come. And I'll be giving y'all live updates coming soon. Though for those who do want to stay in contact with me, man, y'all can check me out. I'm on all platforms, Your Welding Coach. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I'm also on all platforms as Hog On University. So you can check me out, Facebook, Instagram, all that, Instagram, TikTok, Hog On University. And the goal is just to keep the trades alive, bring more awareness to the trades, and just keep getting my hog on, fam. And those who want to follow me, my personal artist page is Black Phoenix, and that's on Facebook. And I also got one on Instagram. I got a YouTube, but I don't really be on it though. But it's Black Phoenix, and it's spelled F-E-N-I-K-S. That is Black spelled regular, F-E-N-I-K-S. And when on Black Phoenix, I just be me. I just post random things. He got to do with what I got going on. So if you want to follow me, hey, check me out. But my goal is to bring more wellness to welding with Your Welding Coach. So we are starting a school up in Union City, Georgia. So y'all stay tuned for that. And I'm also just started a new contract, about to start networking with Lexicon, and we're going to be teaching people out of high school, out of prison, and those who just want a new career at Lexicon. So hey, if you want to get signed up, fam, stay in tune with me. We're going to be doing some great things over the next 90 days. Over the next 90 days, watch what happens. Y'all be blessed, continue to prosper. I'm out. Hold on.